Beautiful, beautiful. What would we do without you, Hannibal? You bring melody to the morning.
You could be in the concert group, Hannibal, if you worked at it.
Oh, you're so right, Jeff. Golden fingertips. I simply surrender to it. I'm a red.
Oh, do come in, Mrs. Savage.
I trust you had a pleasant, sleepless night?
Oh, lovely, thank you. Not a wink. Oh, you just missed Hannibal's recital. Oh, I heard it. Actually, it's what brought me out of my room. You wouldn't believe it, Mrs. Savage, but Hannibal never touched a violin until last year. What makes you think I wouldn't believe that, my dear? Was it something you composed yourself, Hannibal?
Bach, with variations of my own.
Mathematics loss was certainly our game.
Now I don't quite follow you, Fairy.
Fairy knows I used to be a statistician.
Ah, thank you. Now I'm straight.
Give him a fraction to multiply.
I'm afraid I wouldn't know whether he was right or not.
My last position was with the government, charting trends. I was supposed to keep my finger on the pulse of the public and my ear to the ground.
Oh, a rather vulnerable position, was it not?
Very. I was fired and replaced by an electronic calculator.
Oh, I should think you'd hate electricity too.
No, but I did want to make money with my brains. So I spent the next 2 years trying to think of something that could be made for a dime, sold for $1, and was habit forming. I'm afraid my education was wasted.
I'm going to send Mary Graves to St. Mark's. Their girls aren't very bright, but they're such ladies.
Well, that reminds me. May we ask you a personal question, Mrs. Savage?
Oh, they're the only ones worth asking, my dear. A little bird told us that you used to be an actress. We're bursting with curiosity. Is it true? Well, if being on the stage makes you an actress, then I guess it's true.
Miss Willie, she's the little bird Florence mentioned, said that you've been on the New York stage.
I wonder if we've ever seen you, Mrs. Savage.
Not unless you were quick. Actually, I was only in 2 plays. The first was Macbeth.
Oh, I adore Macbeth. All that blood. I sent some pints of my blood to the Red Cross once. They sent it back.
You would have been a novel characters, Lady Macbeth.
I couldn't agree with you more. But they cast me as a witch.
Oh, but you're a perfect witch.
Oh, I think.
Please speak some witch talk for us.
I didn't have any lines. If I did, it probably would have cost me twice as much.
Why did it cost you anything?
Oh, I backed the show. If I didn't, they probably wouldn't have even cast me as the mute witch. But we made history. We were the first show to close before the reviews were out.
Was it expensive?
Extremely. But worth it. Oh, what a pity. Weren't you discouraged? Oh, bitterly. But then by nature is optimistic. If you were, he'd eat us young. So I decided to write a play and star it myself.
You wrote a play?
Indeed I did, with a courage born of ignorance and a plot out of wedlock. What part did you play then? Naturally the lead. Not Guilty, starring F.P. Savage.
What does the P stand for?
I hadn't the faintest idea. My numerologist said we needed it for luck, and he was right. We ran it here.
What was the play about?
A mother who murdered a man and was defended by a woman lawyer who turns out to be her daughter. I had red hair and dyed my daughter's arms every night and 2 matinees a week, just as the curtain closed and the jury whispered, "Not guilty." Oh, I've never had a better time in my life.
I gather the notices were good that time?
Well, they were sincere, but it didn't make any difference. What did they say? The Times said, my play set the theater back 50 years. But that's not possible, because I stole the plot from Madam X, and that's only 40 years old.
What do you think they know?
Oh, but the Wall Street Journal was wonderful. It said I brought something new to the theater.
Money?
Oh, Fairy, money isn't new.
What did the Wall Street say?
It said I had a tenacious mediocrity unhampered by taste.
But that wasn't good.
Why, it was wonderful. In our ads, we simply put tenacious and unhampered.
Didn't that a year?
We'd have run longer if my daughter hadn't come home and stopped me. Oh, I know I was bad and The audiences only came to laugh at me. But we both had a good time. What more could you ask? Did you miss it? Oh well, my time is coming.
I don't think it was very nice of your daughter. Don't do it! Oh, please don't!
Harry, what's wrong?
Oh, look! Mrs. Savage is going to read the newspaper.
Oh! What's wrong?
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Mrs. Savage.
Please give it to me. Please, Mrs. Savage.
You mustn't read it.
It will only make you unhappy.
Well, there's something in the newspaper, and I've been waiting for it to happen, so there's nothing you can hide from me.
Waiting for what to happen?
Why, what it says in the paper.
But we don't know what it says in the newspaper.
Then why are you trying to keep me from reading it?
We have an agreement.
We never read the newspapers until they're a month old.
We find we're much happier when we wait. Well, what are you waiting for?
When actually we're waiting for... What do we wait for, Hannibal?
Perspective.
Peace of mind.
Security.
We believe it's better to read about unpleasant things a month after they've happened.
It's reassuring when you know it's over and nothing can be done.
My dear people, there's something important I want to know about. And I'd like to know now, not next month. We're only trying to help you.
Yes.
Disaster is easier to digest when it's aged a little.
You're very kind, but I've made my bet and I want to know who's in it. We can't stop Mrs. Savage from reading the paper if she insists. We don't know her well enough to be rude.
Florence is right.
Well, if you read anything unpleasant, don't tell us.
No. If there's trouble in the world, it won't help us to know about it. Oh, this is yesterday's paper. I want today's paper.
It isn't here yet.
Well, when does it come?
I don't know.
Is there a radio here?
Yes, right over there.
Oh, maybe I can catch the news. Why didn't someone tell me there was a radio here?
You didn't ask us.
Oh, this doesn't light up. Is there something wrong with the set?
I don't think so. Of course, it hasn't any tubes.
It hasn't any what? Tubes. Mrs. Patty steals them. She hates electricity, you know.
No one knows where he hides them.
Why didn't someone tell me the set had no tubes?
You didn't ask us.
Dear, dear, dear. No, how high is that wall out there?
Much too high.
Easily 10 chairs high.
And I suppose no one leaves the great gate open. Don't look beyond the garden, Mrs. Savage. There may be a better place out there, but if you leave here to go and look for it, you may not find it and lose what you have.
You'll like it here after a while, Mrs. Savage.
Except in January. The rooms get a little cold.
We like you already. Oh, it's not that I don't find you enchanting. It's just we what?
Please don't say anything mean. Oh, do be still.
We have to go, Mrs. Savage, but where?
It's garden hour.
We each have our own little plot and we plant things. You can plant whatever you wish, vegetables or flowers.
Last year I planted birdseed to see what would come up.
What did come up, Fairy?
Nothing. But it was a rich horticultural experience.
There's a beautiful evergreen in the center. At Christmas, it has lights on it saying, Merry Christmas, keep out.
Come with us, Mrs. Savage. I'll show you my delphiniums. Oh, no, please, go without me. I have some serious thinking to do. I'll just stay here.
But the buzzer buzzed. One has to obey orders.
May I ask what you're doing, Mrs. Savage?
Oh, I believe in wearing a carpet out evenly.
Well, how prudent. I'm going to help you.
But don't you have to garden?
This is more constructive.
Oh, I'll help too. We must all do our share. But, oh, I didn't mean to start a procession.
And feet make light work.
Why not, Jeff? It's a refreshing change. Most women lead us in circles.
We're right behind you.
But, oh, I feel like the Pied Piper.
You step on these, Jeff. Hannibal can take buds, Mrs. Savage can have roses, and the rest
garden hour.
I didn't hear it. I think it's broken.
Fairy, I'm ashamed.
Oh, I wish I were dead.
I'm afraid this is my fault, Miss Willie. I didn't feel like gardening anyhow. But you worked so hard on your flowers. You wouldn't want them to die now, would you, Florence?
I don't want anything to die. Well, that's so true. Florence wanted her to fly. She catches them and puts them out the windows. Flies adore her.
I think we'd all better go work out in the garden. Fairy, will you share your seeds with Mrs. Savage? Run along now. Aren't you going to go with her, Mrs. Savage? I wanted to speak to you. Alone.